What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Machiavelli Mills TV. And what I always say, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell your baby mama's cousins, auntie, little brother on your daddy's side to subscribe to this channel. I appreciate everybody that's been supporting me, that's been rocking with me, commenting on videos, sharing my videos, liking the videos. It's much appreciated. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Not now, but right now. So let's get to the matter at hand. So, a man lost his temper while he was on a Southwest flight the other day, right? And the brother was downright belligerent, screaming to the top of his lungs, cursing, referring to the baby as derogatory terms. Let me explain what happened. A man lost his temper over a crying baby on a Southwest flight, right? And I watched the video. In the video, the passenger was seen yelling after the baby was crying for an extended period of time. The brother said the baby was crying for 45 minutes or whatever, but he is losing his damn marbles. I'm talking about cursing everybody out, calling everybody every name in the book. It was an ignorant display. Very ignorant, right? And you know, I looked at this video and what's crazy, I looked in the comments section and people in my friends list was sharing the video and was like, I don't blame them. Don't nobody want to hear that baby crying for that long time. Nobody want to hear a baby crying that much. People need to get their babies under control. Nobody want to hear that baby crying after that long time. I don't blame them. Shoot. I feel them. Y'all, if you really feel that man cursing and doing all that shit with a little itty bitty baby, you out of your fucking mind. And you need to be admitted into a psychiatric unit with that man. That's a baby, fam. That's a baby. We don't know if the baby's sick. We don't know what first of all, when a baby is in flight, their ears popping, all of that, they don't know what's happening to them. They can't explain it. They don't know what's going on with them. They just know it doesn't feel good. So they're going to react like a baby and cry, right? They're going to cry. And what you going to do? Holler and yell? Like that's going to make it any better, fam? A baby, anybody knows anything about a baby. When a baby hears somebody yelling and hollering and screaming, that's going to make them want to scream more and just make them get even more upset. That's going to make the baby upset more. So what you're doing is not helping the situation at all, right? And furthermore, man, as a parent, I'm a parent of 2 children. There is nothing more stressful than a parent trying to get their baby to stop crying in public. There's nothing more stressful than that, right? Because nobody, let's be for real. Yes, nobody wants to hear a baby crying on a plane. Nobody does, right? But no, guess who else don't want to hear the baby crying? The parents. The parents don't want to hear that because at this point, they know when their baby is crying, all eyes are on them. From the flight attendants to the passengers, everybody is looking at you to see if you can calm your baby down and get your baby to stop crying. And if you don't do it in a certain allotted period, everybody looking at you getting more frustrated and more frustrated. So it's stressful trying to get your baby to stop crying in public because you know nobody else really want to hear it. You don't want to hear it, but you don't want to disturb the other passengers. So you're trying your best to soothe the baby and calm the baby down, right? And it's even more stressful when you're trying to calm a baby on a plane where you can't walk up and down the aisle to pat your baby on the back and rub their back and soothe them to get them to calm down. You know, anybody that's a parent knows sometimes that motion of walking around, rocking the baby, patting the baby, that gets the baby to ease it, to cool down and soothe and calm down after a while, right? You can't do that on a plane. So it makes a parent even more stressful. But you got this asshole hollering and yelling at the top of his lungs and people feeling like he's justified. See, this is what I'm talking about, right? Because I see a lot of my black folks. Oh, you know, and again, I'm sure it's other people, not just black people, but I'm talking about my contingent. My Facebook friends and my crew of people is black folks all on my stuff, right? Because that's the community I come from or whatever. I'm seeing black folks that are super compassionate, the loving parents, you know what I mean, who understand how this goes and understand how a baby could be sick and the ears popping thing. They don't know what's going on with them. They're babies, right? People that understand that. Then you got some ignorant folks in my friend group or whatever. That's shit. I don't know. I don't want to hear that either. I don't want to hear that shit either. Baby crying. People need to get control of their babies. Don't nobody want to hear that. What? Like, are you for real, bro? Like, are you for real? This is your response to this? Like, for real? Like, it's nothing. You don't think that man want the baby to stop crying? You don't think the parents want the baby to stop crying? Come on, man. And it's the thing though. People are not empathetic because what if that was you in that situation, right? People can talk about, oh, I don't blame him and act like the man was justified in cursing and hollering and referring to the baby as a derogatory term. They can cursing at the baby and cursing in reference to the baby Y'all can act like that shit cool all you want to until it happens to your child. And when it's your child, now you ready to fight. Now you ready to cuss the dude out. Now you ready to have a whole type of little situation. Now you ready to act a damn fool because he's referencing your child, right? So it's easy for people to talk all that shit and act like, oh, shoot, I feel him, when he's not talking about your baby. When he's not cursing in reference to your baby. When he's not snapping and going upside and losing his fucking mind about your baby. It's cool. You don't feel no pressure. It's all fun and games and ha ha ha. And I feel them when it's not your baby. But when it's your child, if it was your child, y'all be ready to fight this dude. I know a lot of them people and on my friends list that's cracking jokes. I feel them. They be the first people ready to fight dude. The first people ready to get up and box with him. Want to call him every name in the book if he was talking about your baby, man. Like, let's be for real, man. Like, that man out of his damn mind. He needs to be on a no-fly zone. This can happen on planes. If you've been on a plane before or any type of public transit, whether it be public transportation, plane, Greyhound, Amtrak train, there are bound to be crying babies on this plane, this train, this bus. It happens, right? And you know why it happens? Because it is public transportation. This is not a private flight, bro. If you don't want to, so let me say this: on public transportation, silence is not guaranteed. It's not. You pay for a flight. You don't pay for silence. No airline around, not Southwest, not Delta, not American Airlines, guarantees a peaceful flight with the purchase of a plane ticket. They don't guarantee that. If you don't want to hear a baby crying, you need to get on a private plane, have that situation set up for yourself, right? And you don't got to take the risk of hearing a baby cry. Get on a private plane or drive yourself. Get in the car, drive yourself to wherever you got to go so you can listen to your songs and you can be in your own peace and quiet. Other than that, if you're on public transportation, this is bound to happen, man. His ass needs anger management and therapy ASAP. People sitting next to him, woman sitting next to him, she can't calm his ass down. He's just belligerent and off the wall. Let that have been a young boy's baby, right? A young man, right? And he talking like that about a young man's baby. The young man, if he got sense, he got off the plane. He cussed his ass out, got off the plane. We can go outside of the airport, and I'm going to whoop your ass for talking this crazy talk. A young boy want to get in his ass, and again, because you know you can go to jail for fighting on a plane and in the airport or whatever, right? But it's some young boys that don't care about that would have whooped his ass from pillar to post. And then he hollering, oh, like somebody did, like, oh my God, like somebody just bullying him. When he trying to be a bully, people don't understand how stressful that is trying to get a baby to calm down and be quiet in public, man. Like for real. My son and his mother, they went to go see her family, right? Down south. Went to go see her family down south. I'm not with them. They go by themselves. My son doesn't like to take off on planes, right? He really doesn't like to take off on planes. So he's clutching his mom. He's crying. He's clutching because he's scared, right? And she gets nervous because she feels like everybody's looking at her because my son is scared. He's scared. He don't know what this is. Why is he's only 2 years old? He's feeling like, what is going on? He's scared, right? And he's crying. And she's nervous she wants my son to be okay. She's trying to calm him and soothe him as best as possible. But she knows that people don't want to hear him crying. So she's getting scared and she's getting frantic and all of that. And I promise y'all, if somebody was talking like that to her, man, listen, it would have hurt her feelings. But the type of woman she is, she gonna cuss your motherfucking ass out. And then I would have been mad because I wish I would have been on a plane. Let me have been on a plane. That would have been my baby. I'm letting his ass have it and telling him, we can go outside this airport, whatever you want to go, and I'm going to whoop your ass, put 2 feet and fists all in your motherfucking ass. And then we're going to see how tough you is talking that crazy talk. Now, again, I don't encourage violence, and I don't want to go to jail. I got to take care of my baby, right? I really don't. So I shouldn't be fighting this man in the first place. But that's how ignorant that stuff can come across. It'll make a person want to go there. But I gotta be in my sound mind and not go to jail because I gotta take care of my baby, be here for my child, whatever. But I've seen this happen. I done been on the Amtrak train coming home from college at Mississippi Valley State University, right? And overnight, you got little kids with their parents, their mom on an Amtrak train. They came from visiting relatives down south or going to an event. They trying to get home, okay? Trying to get home, and the baby, the young child is crying. They're crying. Maybe they not feeling well. Stomach hurting. they're scared, so on and so forth, and the parent is trying to calm them down. The mom, the dad trying to calm them down. Do you think I was in there, what the fuck is going on with this goddamn baby? All that weird, ignorant, wild, dumb shit. You think I did that? No. I sat back, I had my headphones on. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna turn my headphones on if it's bothering me, right? It's been sometimes the baby was a little bit, couple of rows in front of me. I'm smiling at the baby, playing peekaboo with the baby to try to ease the baby and calm the baby down. There's other alternatives to try to help to stop the baby from crying. And in one instance, I remember in particular, where a woman had a child that was crying. She was by herself. I'm playing peekaboo with the boy, laughing and joking. He's laughing at me, smiling at me. And he started to calm down. And eventually she got him to calm down. She got him something to drink. And he cooled out and soothed. And he went to sleep eventually, right? But there's other ways to counteract that other than being ignorant and being disrespectful, right? And it's crazy. This man on the plane, he trying to justify that a baby can calm down simply by yelling, even though he as a grown-ass man can't make himself stop yelling, right? He losing his goddamn mind. His actions is making everything worse, like I said before. People hollering and yell is going to make a baby get scared, especially when the hollering and yelling is coming from somebody they don't know, or even if it's coming from their own parent, they're going to get scared and holler and yell because they don't know what's going on. They're babies, man. But you got ignorant people justifying this man's anger and like this man's anger outburst. There's no justifying that outburst. That shit is ignorant as hell. And me as a parent, I can never co-sign that. I done seen kids be upset and have all type of things going on with them. Right? And the baby crying. They can't help it. They scared. They don't know what's going on. Ears popping, all that. It don't feel good. Me and as an adult, I didn't felt bad with them ears popping on the plane. They felt bad through a plane ride before several times. Recently, and I'm 30 years old. So, you know what I mean? Just imagine how that feels from a baby, man. But people are ignorant and they don't put themselves in other people's shoes, right? They don't, and that's the problem with the world. Too many people playing tough and all this tough bravado, want to be funny, want to be ignorant as fuck and ignorant as hell. And then when something like that happens to them, when the shoe's on the other foot, they want other people to be compassionate, to show compassion for them in their situation, to show empathy. How? When you out here doing like that and co-signing that. And then when little kids got parents like this dude here, it teaches them not to have compassion and empathy for other people. So they become ignorant little assholes, little fuckers around the world. And now your child is acting ignorant in public, and I got to chastise your child in the street. I got to chastise your baby and be his father in the street to teach him how to correct that bullshit that you put in him. Now I got to correct him and lead him on the right path and teach him how to handle certain situations and how to respectfully address certain situations and how to be respectful to other people and compassionate for people, because your ignorant ass didn't instill this in this young man or this young woman. Because when you got parents like that, it teaches kids how to be ignorant like that. And I don't rock with it. I don't like it. As you can see, I'm upset because as a parent, I didn't see these situations play out. I ain't co-signing that shit at all. It's ignorant as fuck. So I don't care what nobody say, man. Machiavelli Mills TV, like the video, hit the subscribe button, leave your comments in the comment section, share the video as well. I'm out. Peace.